You feel like a mistake. You look at your life and wonder why you're even here. The trauma you carry, the pain you've been through, the struggles that never seem to end. Everyone else seems to have a clear path, a clear purpose. And you're just here, surviving, barely. You tell yourself, maybe I matter. You've heard it 1,000 times. You're important. You're valued. Allah chose you. But deep down, you don't believe it. Because if you matter, then why did all this happen to you? Why the pain? Why the trauma? Why the struggle? If Allah chose you deliberately, then why does your life feel like a series of mistakes? You look at what you've been through and you think, how could any of this have a purpose? But what if I told you something that changes everything? What if the pain you went through wasn't random? What if it wasn't punishment? Wasn't bad luck? Wasn't just life being unfair? What if you're not a mistake? What if you're a message? What if everything you survived is preparing you to reach someone no one else can reach? By the time this video ends, you will understand why your pain has purpose, why your struggle isn't wasted, and why the thing you think disqualifies you is actually what qualifies you. You're not a mistake, you're a message. And the ummah is waiting for what only you can say. You think your pain disqualifies you. You think it makes you broken, damaged, less than. You look at what you've been through and think, how could Allah use someone like me? But what if your pain is exactly what qualifies you? Think about it. Who can comfort someone in grief better than someone who's grieved? Who can guide someone through depression better than someone who's fought depression? Who can help someone escape abuse better than someone who's survived abuse? Who can walk someone through addiction better than someone who's battled addiction? Your pain gave you something most people don't have. Understanding, not textbook understanding. Real understanding. You understand what it feels like to be in the pit. You understand what it feels like when no one gets it. You understand what it feels like to barely survive. And that understanding is what makes you able to pull someone else out. Because when someone is drowning, they don't need theory. They need someone who's been underwater, someone who made it back to the surface. They need proof that survival is possible. You are that proof. The fact that you're still here, still breathing, still trying, that's the message someone needs to hear. If they made it, I can make it too. If they survived, maybe I can survive too. Allah didn't let you go through that pain for nothing. He was preparing you to be someone's lifeline. The thing you think disqualifies you is actually your greatest qualification. You didn't go through all that just to suffer. You went through it so you could help someone else survive it. Your pain wasn't random, it was preparation. Allah was shaping you into someone who can reach people no one else can reach. The ummah doesn't just need scholars and leaders. It needs people who've been through the darkness, people who came out the other side. It needs people who can say, I know what you're going through, and I survived. Right now, someone is going through exactly what you went through. They're in the same pit you were in. They're carrying the same pain you carried. They're asking the same questions you asked. And they're looking for proof that they can make it out. You are that proof. The fact that you're still here, still breathing, still trying, that's the message. Someone needs to hear, if they made it, I can make it too. If they survived, maybe I can survive too. Your story gives them permission to believe survival is possible. That's what the ummah needs. Not just people who never struggled, but people who struggled and didn't give up, people who fell and got back up, people who were broken and chose to heal. Your struggle is your qualification, not your disqualification. The ummah needs what you learned from barely surviving, the wisdom you gained, the strength you built, the understanding you developed. That's what can save someone else. Someone right now is about to give up. They think they're the only one going through this. They think no one understands. They think survival isn't possible for them. And then they hear your story. They hear, I went through that too, and I made it. That changes everything. Your survival becomes their hope. Your story becomes their reason to keep going. The ummah doesn't just need perfect people. It needs survivors. And you are exactly that. A survivor with a message. You look at yourself and see brokenness. You see the cracks, the scars, the damage. But Allah looks at you and sees someone He's shaping. Think of a sword. Before it becomes strong, it has to go through fire. The blacksmith heats it, hammers it, bends it, shapes it. From the outside, it looks like destruction. It doesn't feel like becoming stronger. It feels like breaking. But that fire, that pressure, that hammering, that's what makes the sword unbreakable. Without the fire, it stays weak metal. Without the hammering, it stays shapeless. The pain is not random violence, it's purposeful formation. That's what Allah is doing with you. The pain you feel is not destruction, it's formation. He's shaping you into someone strong enough to carry what's coming, strong enough to help others carry what they're going through. The trials you hate are building resilience you'll need. The grief you carry is teaching you empathy others don't have. The loneliness you feel is preparing you to comfort the lonely. You're not broken, you're being forged. And when Allah finishes shaping you, you'll be exactly who the ummah needs. The pain wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you. Every trial, every tear, every moment you barely survived, it was forming you, strengthening you, making you into someone who can carry weight others can't. Someone who can reach people others can't reach. You're not broken. You're being shaped. You think Allah would have chosen someone else if He could. Someone stronger, smarter, more put together. Someone without your baggage, without your trauma, without your struggles. But that's not how Allah works. He chose you with your exact pain, your exact trauma, your exact struggle. Not despite it, because of it. Why? Because that pain is your mission. The thing you went through is the thing you're meant to help others through. Allah doesn't waste anything. Every tear you cried, He recorded. Every breakdown you had, He witnessed. Every night you barely survived, He was there. And He's going to use all of it to save someone else. Think about it. If you never went through depression, how would you help someone in depression? If you never experienced abuse, how would you understand the trapped feeling? If you never battled addiction, how would you guide someone fighting it? Your pain gave you the language to speak to people in pain. It gave you credibility to say, I've been there and here's how you get out. That's why Allah chose you specifically, not some perfect version of you, the real you, with all your scars, all your struggles, all your pain, because those scars are your credentials. They're proof you survived what others are still fighting. Your weakness is not your disqualification. It's your calling. Allah chose you because of what you went through. Not despite it. He looked at your pain and said, this person can help someone no one else can help. This person can reach someone no one else can reach. Your struggle is not your shame. It's your mission. Ask yourself right now, what did I survive that someone else is going through? Did you survive grief? Someone's grieving right now and needs hope. They need to know the pain doesn't last forever. They need to hear, I lost someone too, and I made it through. Did you survive abuse? Someone's being abused right now and needs proof they can leave. They need to know escape is possible. They need to hear, I got out, and you can too. Did you survive depression? Someone's in the pit right now and needs to know there's a way out. They need to know the darkness doesn't win. They need to hear, I was there too, and I climbed out. Did you survive addiction? Someone struggling right now and needs to see recovery is possible. They need to know sobriety is real. They need to hear, I fought it too, and I'm still here. Did you survive loneliness? Someone feels completely alone right now and needs to know they're not. They need to know isolation doesn't have to be forever. They need to hear, I felt invisible too, and I found connection. Did you survive trauma? Someone's carrying something heavy right now and needs to know healing is real. They need to know the past doesn't define them. They need to hear, I carry scars too, and I'm still standing. Whatever you survived, that's your message. That's what you carry. And somewhere, someone is waiting for that exact message. Someone is about to give up. And your story could be the reason they don't. What did you survive? That's your message. And someone, somewhere, is waiting for you to share it. You've been hiding what you went through out of shame, out of fear, out of thinking no one cares. You don't want people to know you struggled. You don't want people to see your scars. You think if they knew the truth, they'd judge you, reject you, look down on you. But your survival is someone else's hope. When you hide your struggle, you hide the proof that survival is possible. And someone who needs that proof never gets to see it. You don't have to share everything. You don't have to expose every detail, every breakdown, every dark moment, but share the lesson, share the survival, share the message. When you say, I went through this and I made it, you give someone else permission to believe they can too. Your story could be the reason someone doesn't give up. Your survival could be the proof someone needs to keep going. Think about how many times you wished someone understood. How many times you felt alone in your struggle. How many times you thought, does anyone else know what this feels like? Your story is the answer to that question. The answer for someone else. Stop hiding your struggle. Start sharing your survival. Not for attention, not for sympathy, but to save someone, to be the lifeline someone is desperately searching for. That's how the message reaches the people who need it. That's how your pain becomes purpose. Someone right now is scrolling, searching, hoping to find proof that they can survive this. And when they find your story, that changes everything. Your survival is someone else's hope. Stop hiding it. Share it. That's how the message spreads. There's a dua you can make right now. It won't instantly remove the pain, but it will shift how you see it. The dua is this: Ya Allah, I don't understand why I went through what I went through, but I trust you didn't let it happen for nothing. Show me the purpose in my pain. Show me who I'm meant to help. Show me what message I carry. Don't let my struggle be wasted. Use it to help someone else survive what I survived. Make me a lifeline for someone drowning. Make my pain the reason someone else finds hope. Let my survival give someone else permission to keep going. This dua shifts everything. It changes the question from why did this happen to me to who is this preparing me for? From what did I do to deserve this to what can I do with this? Make this dua every day. Ask Allah to show you the purpose because it's there. He never wastes anything. Every tear, every breakdown, every moment you barely survived, it has purpose. And when you finally see it, when you finally meet the person your pain prepared you for, you'll understand why it all had to happen. Make this dua. Ask Allah to show you the purpose in your pain because it's there. He never wastes anything. You're not a mistake. You're a message. The pain you went through wasn't random. It was preparation. Allah was shaping you into someone who can reach people no one else can reach. The ummah needs what you learned from surviving. Not just scholars, not just leaders, but survivors. People who've been in the pit and climbed out. People who carry proof that survival is possible. Your struggle is your qualification, not your disqualification. Allah chose you because of your pain, not despite it. Now ask yourself, what did I survive? That's your message. And somewhere, someone is waiting for you to share it. Stop hiding what you went through. Start sharing your survival. Not for attention, but to save someone. To be the lifeline they're searching for. Because when you step into that purpose, you'll realize something. None of it was wasted. Every tear, every breakdown, every moment you barely survived, it was preparing you for this, to be someone's hope, someone's proof, someone's reason to keep going. You're not a mistake. You're a message. Ya Allah, for every soul who feels like a mistake, show them they're a message. Show them the purpose in their pain. Show them who they're meant to help. Don't let their struggle be wasted. Use it to save someone else. Make them a lifeline for someone drowning. Let their survival give hope to someone barely hanging on. Let them see that every tear they cried, every night they barely survived, was preparing them to reach someone no one else can reach.